coaches for these squads, Hall of Famers. You got GP, Gary Payton, former NBA champion as well, Hall of Famer. And in for Tri-State, the Doctor, Julius Erving, head coach of Tri-State. If you're new to the Big Three, here's a look at the rules. They're presented by Total Wireless. First team to 50 wins. You got to win by 2. And of course, there is no game clock, but there's a 14-second shot clock, so you got to get it up. And then the 4-point shot, something that the co-founder Ice Cube has come up with, always keeps you in the game. It's Bivouac, the #1 seed with the rock, and it's Garland Green with the shot. He leads the league in rebounding. Dumps it into Jalen Johnson, playing bully ball, and banks it in, and it's Bivouac with the first 2 points of the game.
And that's a big key to start this game. Who can establish themselves inside first to be able to play inside out and maybe even try to force some double teams?
Here's Murphy.
So you see this deep, deep, deep post catch right here. And look at Johnson. Good body control. Nice little jump hook.
Tri-State in the midst of their first winning season since 2021. Thanks to Kevin Murphy, who's got the rock right now. Looking inside to Amir Johnson. Amir Johnson kisses it off the glass, and we're tied up at 2.
And you can really tell it's playoff time because both teams are not starting out trying to shoot it from the outside. It's all about paints in the point.
Here's Corey Brewer. Flips it up and draws the foul on Ray Nixon.
Rather points in the paint. Very aggressive move here by Corey Brewer. That's definitely a foul, even in the Big Three.
Oh, absolutely. What has Corey Brewer not done? Averaging 18 as he misses that free throw. #1 in steals, 4th in scoring, 3rd in rebounding. Here's Amir Johnson spinning. Shot's no good. Garland Green lays it up and in, and Bivouac now with a 2-point lead. First team to 25. We go to the half.
And you know Garland Green, he's always in the right place at the right time, especially as you alluded to. That's why he leads the Big Three in rebounds.
Ray Nixon knocks down that triple. And that's a guy you do not want to leave open. Shooting 52% from beyond the arc.
He's that guy that's the sleeper for Tri-State.
Brewer shot no. Amir Johnson puts it right back up and in because the shot did not hit the rim. And it's Tri-State with an early 3-point lead.
And man, in the Big Three, even if you miss, you gotta make sure you hit the rim. Because if you don't, it's like a turnover if the other team grabs it and scores.
Johnson from the corner. Rattles it in, and we're tied up. Bivouac, #1 seed. Been the best team in the league this season. Taking on Tri-State. Oh, good backdoor cut by Murphy. Missed the layup. Here's Brewer. Back to Johnson. Green,
That's a travel.
and he traveled. We talk about the MVP race. Corey Brewer right there at the top. I mean, what Isaiah Briscoe's the #1 scorer in the league. Murph, look at what he's done here. And then Michael Beasley, somebody you're going to see in the next game.
You got to reward winning. That's why Briscoe's not in the conversation right now. He's not in the playoffs. He's had an outstanding year, but my vote would be for Corey Brewer.
Here's the steal. Green banks it home, and it's Bivouac now with a 2-point lead. Again, first team to 25. We go to the half.
You can really feel the playoff intensity.
Oh, absolutely.
To start this game.
Here's Murphy. Pull up. Too strong. Brewer the rebound. Brewer the drive, the runner, and he gets the roll.
Sometimes he's very unorthodox, but Brewer knows how to put the ball in the basket.
First break, and it's Bivouac with a 4-point lead. It's the playoffs, the Big Three here in Nashville. Hey, alliances are crumbling. The twists just keep on coming. What's next for the house guests? We'll find out on the new Big Brother. It's tonight after Tulsa King. And catch up on all the drama during a special event Tuesday, 8, 7 Central on CBS and streaming on Paramount+. Speaking of brothers, how about Gerald Green? You know, he's the captain of Bivouac, and of course his brother Garland Green has been one of their main scorers, averaging 14 points, leads the Big Three in rebounds per game.
And I think Gerald Green's going to play better this week. He had some coaching duties last week, so he was the player coach. Now this week, he can just focus on playing.
Jason Richardson checks in. There's a steal by the steals leader in the Big Three, Corey Brewer.
Whenever you're around Corey Brewer, you must have ball security and ball protection. If not, it's going to lead to a steal.
So Garland Green will go to the line. He'll shoot 1 for 2.
Corey Brewer, the type of guy, if I'm walking up and down the streets of Nashville and I see him coming, I watch my wallet, pickpocket.
Keep your hands in your pocket. The free throw is good, and Bivouac has now opened up a 6-point lead over Tri-State. Let's go on the court. Here's Brian Scalabrine.
I never talked to you. I should have interviewed you all season. You've been the most consistent player. What's your mindset today? Just keep fighting. We're up 5-6 right now, but it's a long game, so we just got to keep fighting. You care that you get no credit? No. Good luck second half. Appreciate it.
Well, Garland Green has done a lot, averaging 14, leads the league in rebounds, and his squad is up 6. It's the playoffs. It's the Big Three. We'll be right back.
The 2024 Big Three Playoffs presented by Total Wireless is sponsored by Taco Bell and by Walmart. We don't just have everything, we have your thing.
It's the playoffs, and it's Bivouac, the #1 seed, with a 6-point lead over Tri-State here in Nashville. Let's go on the court. Rachel Dominguez with the co-founder, Ice Cube.
Cube, last week we talked about the challenge that you submitted to the gold medal team in the Netherlands. What's the update there?
Well, to their credit, they accepted the challenge, but it's FIBA. FIBA is scared of the Big Three, so FIBA is preventing them from playing in our All-Star game. So don't look like it's going to happen because of that. You know, it sucks when politicians get in the way of sports and fandom. But we're going to still have a great All-Star game, still going to have a great championship, celebrity game next week. No sweat off our brow.
Well, you know what that means. In the next few years, we might have to take the Big Three overseas and play some exhibition over there. We'll
play them anywhere they want to play, any rules they want to play with. We still think we got the best 3-on-3 players in the world.
I agree. Thanks, Q.
Yay.
I agree. They don't want none of this Big Three action. They don't want none of this.
You know why? Because the Big Three brings the fire.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
That would have been so amazing.
Oh, my goodness.
In Boston.
To have the gold medal winners take on the best Big Three athletes in the world, that would have been amazing to see that. But at least we still get to see the best take on the best. That's next week in Boston. There's a steal by Gerald Green. Missed the bunny, but there's his brother with the follow-up. Back out to Gerald. His three's no good. Sims with the board.
And remember, Coach Gary Payton said he was going to try to get Gerald Green in early. You know, he normally plays well when he get that first one to drop. Strong move here by Kevin Murphy. Gerald Green is not in what they call a legal guarding position.
So here is Kevin Murphy shooting 1 for 2. Third in the league in scoring, averaging 20 a game, and misses the free throw. Loose ball. Javier Carter, who is checked back in with the board.
Man, how gratifying it is for the Green family to be watching both Gerald and Garland play in the Big 3 playoffs.
Murphy with the rebound. He'll fire away from 3 and knocks it down.
And Kevin Murphy needs one more 4-pointer, correct?
Yeah, he's got 6. Single season record is 7. That was set by Jeremy Pargo. As Gerald Green knocks down the baseline jumper, lead remained 5. Again, first team to 25, and we go to the half.
Yeah. Gerald Green was one of my X factors coming into game 1.
Let's take a look. Total Wireless 4-point shot. And you, again, single season all-time leader, Jeremy Pargo. He had 7 this season, and Murph finished right behind him with 6.
Pargo had 5 in 2021.
Jay Rich. That's another guy you do not want to let get hot because he is a streaky scorer. Corey Brewer tried that pocket pass into Carter, was knocked out of bounds, or goes out of bounds, a turnover. Here's Henry Sims. To Murph. Takes a bump. And he'll go back to the line.
Gary's going to bring the fire on that one.
Here's the Bring the Fire challenge by Gary Payton. Each coach has one of these a half. You don't like a call? Well, you know what? You can challenge it and make these guys go one-on-one. And Kevin Murphy will have to go one-on-one against Gerald Green.
So in a situation like this, when you bring the fire one-on-one, you only have 10 seconds.
You have to stay inside that 3-point line. If he scores, he gets the points. But if the defense gets the stop, no points, and they get the basketball, and that team foul comes off the board.
You have to make an attempt to get the ball to the basket first before you decide to shoot a jump shot. It's not a good shot.
Advantage defense. And Gerald Green and Bivouac will get the basketball.
So he didn't put any pressure on Gerald Green. He basically bailed him out. You got to attempt to put the ball on the floor. You have 10 seconds. He only used, what, half of a second?
You're right.
Is my math correct?
Yeah, I think so. That Southern education coming in handy, huh? I got you. Shout out to the HBCUs.
Yes, sir. Big shout out.
Javier Carter, foul.
Great job by Jason Richardson to try to come from the
Hey, how about Doc? He said, you know, I'm going to come right back at you. He's going to bring the fire now. Again, might as well use him. You get 1.5. And Javier Carter will now go one-on-one against Kevin Murphy. Did you see Gary Payton? He just screamed out to Javier Carter, take him to the basket.
Yes. Doc's not only bringing the fire, he's bringing it with the boots.
Oh, he's bringing it with the wardrobe, too.
Buckle.
Oh, my gosh. Doc comes clean every week. Here's Carter. Drives. Oh! Missed the layup. He had him.
It's the right thing to do. We talked about it. Gary Payton agreed with me. Get it to the basket. Just missed an easy layup. He'll be thinking about that one.
Look at Doc's outfit, y'all. He said, I got the boots on because I'm in Nashville. But, folks, his belt buckle says Julius Erving on it. That's how you know this man is cool. You got your name on your belt buckle. Inside to Henry Sims, who lays it. Hey, Henry Sims came off the bench, gave him 19 last week.
He was extraordinary off the bench. You got to finish those layups. Those layups are bunnies. They're very important. It's not just about making and taking threes.
As Green misses that one. Rebound, Tri-State. Down 3. Murphy, count it, from 3. We're tied up.
Very fundamentally sound box out. That's why I love all of the kids that attend these Big 3 games. You can learn something. That was a great executed box out by Kevin Murphy and followed with a 3.
Stolen by Richardson. His 3, no. Sims, the follow, and foul by Gerald Green.
That Green second foul?
If you get 3 in the half, you have to sit down. So Gerald Green, Javier Carter will have a seat. Garland Green will check back in along with Jalen Johnson. Winner heads to the Big 3 championship game in Boston. Henry Sims knocks down the free throws. So 2-point lead for Tri-State. Corey Brewer, Euro steps, follows up his own miss.
And it's interesting, Tri-State's pick and roll coverage against Brewer. They're going under the screen. So we'll see if he stops and pops a 3 and try to keeps the defense honest.
Here's Murph. Gets the screen from Sims. Pulls. Too strong. Garland Green with the rebound for Bivouac. Tied up at 17.
Big man's got to roll or slip that pick and roll.
5 on the shot clock. Inside to Jalen Johnson. Working on Jay Rich. Splits. Misses. Green. Kick out. Corey Brewer open for 3.
Man, look at the effort.
It's the playoffs. Sims. Yes! Henry Sims. And it's a 3-point lead for Tri-State.
Henry Sims came in shooting 20% from the 3-point line, but man, he looks like a 45% shooter.
Corey Brewer takes the bump. He'll go to the line. Ian McClenny, Levon Zacharian, and David Posner. Those are officials. Here's Corey Brewer, 1 for 2. And gets the roll. It is a 1-point lead now for Tri-State. Again, first team to 25. We go to the half.
The key is always trying to string together 2 or 3 stops in a row. That's the key. You really want 3 out of 5. Those are the metrics that we utilize. That's a good barometer of how good our defense is. Are they checking the score?
Yeah, they look like it.
Yeah.
It looks like in the building they have a different score up as opposed to the correct score you see on your screen. They had 22-19. So they corrected it in the building now.
You know, we're at CBS, we're going to always get it correct.
Oh, you know, come on. Guys are too good.
That's right.
Here's Henry. Driving. Takes in the bump from Jalen Johnson. And Henry Sims will go to the line.
I know we're only in the first half, but right now, Henry Sims, if we had to stop the game right now and determine who's an MVP of this game, he's playing at a very high level.
Man, he gave him a really big lift last week, and he's continued his stellar play. Missed. Jay Rich comes flying in there, trying for the tip. Green pulls up, foul, and 1.
Nice job here, coming off the little dribble handoff and didn't give him room to land. Garland Green, man, I know we've talked about other guys in the MVP conversation, but boy, he could be the MOP.
Yeah.
If Corey Brewer wins it.
Completes the 3-point play. And it is Bivouac.
You're talking about an up and down game.
With the 2-point lead. Oh, Corey Brewer giving up the body.
I'm on TV. I got the ball.
How about that hustle?
Yes.
This guy leads the league in steals.
Jason Richardson mentioned before the game, he said it's all about loose balls.
Yeah.
50-50 balls.
How about Jay Rich? Still has that bounce, and we're tied up at 22. A 3, and we go to the half.
And Jason's been fighting some different injuries this year.
Especially in the knee.
Yeah, but he looks good this week.
Here's Corey Brewer. Draws the personal on Kevin Murphy.
But Brewer, he just continues to put pressure on the defense over and over and over again. Forces you to play defense without fouling.
So here's Corey Brewer at the line. And he knocks down the free throw. 2-point lead for Bivouac.
It's amazing. Look at Coach Gary Payton. You remember when they won a couple of weeks ago against the enemies? It was Gary Payton's intensity.
Yeah, it was. Screen, Richardson, jumper, no. Sims, offensive rebound. Jay Rich for three. No good. Sims, the follow is no good. Here is Corey Brewer now.
Ooh, he missed. Garland Green was open.
Johnson driving, missed it, and Murphy comes away with it. Next bucket, we go to the half. Murph, no. Jalen Johnson now. Brewer, count it.
Time drive.
And Bivouac sends it to the half, and they're up 4. The number 1 seed, trying to make their first appearance in a Big 3 championship game. They've got a 4-point lead over Tri-State.
Beautiful drive. Do not look for calls when you go into the basket. The referees are not going to bail you out in the Big 3 playoffs.
Let's see what Tri-State has to do in the second half. Jason Richardson, their captains, with Scow.
Jay Rich, first of all, how you feeling with the knee and everything?
I'm just trying to push through it, man. This is what you go for. You try to put that to the side and do whatever you can. If it's rebound, if it's scoring, if it's defense, you try to do whatever you can to make it to next week.
Yeah, what do you want to see from your team in the second half?
We got to get 50-50 balls. This team is very aggressive. They go for everything. They get all the loose balls. They get offensive rebounds. We got to do a better job on that.
Appreciate the time.
Thank you.
Right now is Tri-State squad down 4 to the number 1 seed, Bivouac. You're watching the Big 3 playoffs. It is presented by Total Wireless. We're in Nashville. The road to Boston starts now. Oh, it's the road to Boston in the championship game. It's the Big 3 playoffs. We're in Nashville. And it's the number 1 seed, Bivouac, with a 4-point lead over Tri-State. Hello, everyone. Brian Custer alongside the coach, Avery Johnson. You look at the first half here, and for Bivouac, Corey Brewer, once again, in double figures leading this squad.
And he just keeps pressure on the defense at all 3 levels. But it's the loose balls that Jason Richardson talked about. Bivouac is getting all of the loose balls. And
they've got a 4-point lead. Now, at the beginning of this game, it was Bivouac with a 4.5-point favorite. But here are the live odds. They are presented by FanDuel. Right now, Bivouac, a 5.5-point favorite. Keep in mind, at the beginning of this game, they were a 4.5-point favorite. And, of course, the Game 2 odds here. In Three's Company, they come in at a 2.5-point favorite over the defending champions, the enemies. New customers on FanDuel, place your bet right now. First $5 bet, you get $200 in bonus bets if you win. All you gotta do is download the app right now. Take your shot on America's #1 sportsbook. As we come now and begin the second half, the winner heads to the Big 3 championship game in Boston. And for both of these franchises, it would be their first appearance in the championship game. And it's Murphy who comes out firing and knocks down the jumper.
It's very difficult to deal with that Kevin Murphy pick and roll. You want to fight over it because you don't want to give up the 3. But then once he gets downhill, you just don't know what he's going to do. A nice little mid-range shot there. He can get to the basket. He's just so skilled.
Brewer stopped on the baseline, fires it up and knocks it down. Over Amir Johnson.
Behind the backboard. That's the shot of the game. Spin, little Hakeem Olajuwon fadeaway. I shouldn't mention his name. He knocked us out in 1995. Gave me I had a miserable summer.
You still got PTSD from that, huh?
Let me keep going. Stay focused.
What can't Corey Brewer do? He's got 12 now. Here's Murph. Nearly stolen by Brewer. Loose ball.
Look at the effort.
Yes.
On the floor. You mean tell me this doesn't mean anything to our players? Diving on the floor, loose ball. You know Corey Brewer's going to be in the vicinity. He's in two places at one time.
Again, here's the brackets. Bivouac Tri-State right here. As soon as we're done, it's Three's Company and the defending champion Enemies.
And Michael Beasley from Three's Company.
They put 2 seconds on the shot clock. Tri-State's basketball. Here's Murphy. Fires it up. And shot clock violation.
Amir Johnson really didn't get a good screen there. Nice job by Corey Brewer to switch inside and take away the layup.
Here's Brewer. Lost it going behind his back. Ray Nixon comes up with it.
Whoever's on the ground first normally wins with those loose balls on any level of basketball.
Last possession went to Tri-State, so this one to go to Bivouac. Here's Garland Green.
The best way to try to neutralize a scorer like Kevin Murphy is put pressure on him when he's on defense.
Green flipped it up. Was looking for the foul.
2 seconds on the clock. Oh, they reset it.
And it'll go to Tri-State. Down 4. First team to 50 wins. You got to win by 2. Every possession so important here in this second half. Oh, good fake by Murph with the hezzy. But airballed it and a block. But Jalen Johnson fouled. He'll go to the line.
Yeah, Kevin Murphy has a point here. He got fouled. Nice little raise and shake there, and that's a foul. I'm sorry.
Here's another look.
I used to ask the referees in situations like this, what do you want me to teach my players to do in this situation?
Put it on them, huh?
Yeah. Just tell me, what drill do you want me to implement in practice so that we can get that call?
Jalen Johnson knocks down the free throw. So it's a 6-point lead now for Bivouac, the number 1 seed. Here's Murph. Knocked away. Brewer comes up with it. Brewer going right to the cup. And you want to talk about the personality of a team that mimics their coach. That's Bivouac.
Yep.
Scrappy like Gary Payton. Everything driving, taking it to the hole.
And that's what he pays attention to. He pays attention. Yeah, we can make a 4-point play or 3. He wants those rebounds, effort plays, and trying to get more possessions, offensive rebounds.
Corey Brewer with 14 points. Nixon to Amir Johnson. Blocked by Jalen. And he throws it away.
Gary also talks to him about no gambling on defense. Well, I don't know. I'll meet him halfway because Gary was a little bit of a gambler on defense. I had a front row seat on the court playing against him. And a little holding in Gray.
Javier Carter will come in, give Jalen Johnson a rest. Here's Corey Brewer.
Bivouac, if not had many wasted possessions.
Shot was a little short. Murphy to Sims. Stolen by Corey Brewer. Into Garland Green, who lays it. Corey Brewer shakes the hand. No, not on me. Look at Gary Payton and Bivouac They're fired up. They're doing it with defense.
Man, when you can be two places at one time, just when the offense thinks they have you in a bind, steal from Bivouac.
Oh, it's a 10-point lead. The winner heads to the championship game. It's the playoffs. 10-point lead for Bivouac. Now next Sunday, the chase for the Julius Erving Trophy. It concludes in Boston. Big 3 championship game presented by Total Wireless. And listen, don't miss the Monster Energy Celebrity Game. You also see the Big 3 All-Star Game, and it all goes down next Sunday, 3 Eastern here on CBS and streaming on Paramount+. Here's a look at the Big 3 All-Stars here. A number of these guys obviously from Bivouac, Three's Company. Got Tri-State, Kevin Murphy will be there. All the All-Stars selected.
Isaiah Briscoe.
The leading scorer in the league. Here's Murph, down 10. And he goes right at Garland Green.
It's all about momentum, and right now Bivouac has all the momentum. They're getting it done on both ends of the floor. We'll see if Kevin Murphy, it's basically Kevin Murphy or Sims got to step up and help him on the offensive end.
Here's Sims with the offensive board. Fights, claws, missed the follow-up. Here's Brewer now.
Got to get out of that danger zone in the corner.
His pass stolen by Murph.
Somebody's got to step up.
Ray Nixon missed that 3. Gary Payton yells to his squad, slow down, run your play. Here's Carter on Murph. And one off the glass. Javier Carter averaging 6 points a game using that body.
And as you alluded to, Coach Gary Payton was saying, slow down, run your offense, get the mismatch. They found the matchup that they liked with Carter versus Murphy.
Pulled the string on the free throw.
Yeah.
So the lead is 12. Winner advances to the championship game. First team to 50 wins. Here's Henry Sims. Nixon didn't get it off. Again, defense getting it done for Bivouac.
Yeah, Tri-State's got to get Jason Richardson back in the game.
You said it, and here he comes.
And I believe Jason Richardson, if they want to have a chance, Tri-State to win this game, he's probably got to play the rest of the game.
Gerald Green coming on firing. The captain knocks down the triple, and Bivouac up 15. 11 points away from their first appearance to the Big 3 championship game.
Yeah, when you talk about the last 2 buckets for Bivouac, Carter over Murphy, that's a win for Bivouac. And Gerald Green, who didn't score last week, he's playing much better this week.
It's the Big 3 playoffs presented by Total Wireless. Welcome back. The number 1 seed, Bivouac, has started the second half on a 13-2 run. They're now 11 points away from victory. Time for a reality checkup for Tri-State. It's presented by Crest 3D White.
Yeah, again, it's all about loose balls, but they're doing an amazing job on Kevin Murphy. They're just suffocating him. There's nowhere to go, and he's turning the ball over. Here's the weak side, Corey Brewer. Nice short pass to Garland Green. Man, just outstanding defense by Bivouac. They're putting the glove on Kevin Murphy.
Speaking of the glove, he's with Rachel Demita.
Coach, I heard you talking to your guys at halftime saying don't give them anything easy, don't bail them out, just sit down on defense. You held them to 2 points so far in the second half. How are you feeling about your team's play?
I feel really good about what they're doing. They're listening and they're sitting down. We got to make it tough for them, you know what I'm saying? They are a jump shooting team. If we stay in front of them and do that, I think we're good. And that's what we're doing. And we're getting all the 50-50 balls, and that's what I think is winning the game for us right now.
Good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
What a season Bivouac's had under Gary Payton in his first year coaching Bivouac. Here's Jason Richardson. They go to Murphy. 5 on the shot clock.
Watch the pump fake here. There it is.
There it is. He got Gerald Green in the air, and he'll go to the line.
When you're playing against an athletic wing like Gerald Green, you're probably not going to be able to shoot the ball over him. So now you pump fake him to try to make him get out of position. Nice move by Kevin Murphy.
Murph knocks down the free throw, 1 for 2. And so now the lead is 13.
Now if Murphy's in that situation again versus Gerald Green, he may go up and shoot because Gerald Green may be anticipating the pump fake.
Green hacked. And Bivouac continue to pound that paint. Everything goes to the bucket.
Yep, that's definitely a foul. Body contact right here from Jay Rich.
Garland Green now going to the line, shooting 1 for 2. Too strong, tipped out by Carter, and it's Gerald Green who comes away with it. Jason Richardson with the foul.
In Coach Gary Payton's interview, what did he talk about to Rachel?
Those 50-50 balls.
That's an example, clear example.
It's like Bivouac is one of those teams that physically beats you up. And that's what they've done to Tri-State here thus far. Here's Carter again, pounding the paint. Jump hook, too short. Murphy comes away with it.
But that's the shot Bivouac wanted. Fortunately, Kevin Murphy rebounded that miss.
Sims going strong.
Beautiful little pocket pass here. Watch Murphy. That's a pocket pass. Weak side defender came over to help. A little bit too late.
And that was more of a miss as opposed to a foul, just to be honest. Here comes Corey Brewer. Back in to give Garland Green a rest. Henry Sims to the line, shooting 1 for 2.
Yep, we've had a couple of missed free throws. You know, that's 2 points in the Big 3
Absolutely.
when you make that 1 free throw. Doesn't feel like Bivouac is stalled at all offensively.
That's why they brought Brewer back in. Loses it. Rich missed it. Gerald Green, the 3. No good. Jay Rich. Yes!
Didn't clear. Sims didn't clear the paint. Wow.
No basket. You gotta clear the paint. You can't just hang in the paint.
Yep, Sims. He didn't have a change of address.
Gary Payton calls a timeout. His team up 9. It's the Big 3 playoffs here in Nashville. Big 3 playoffs here in Nashville. Hey, if football is your football on Paramount Plus, then stream the NFL on CBS. Got the UEFA Champions League, got Big 10 football on CBS and more. All of this live on Paramount Plus. Plus, Paramount Plus with Showtime plan only. They want to take another look at that clearing violation. Ian McClenning, Levon Zacharian, and David Posner are the three officials taking another look. Let's take a look at Henry Sims.
So here's the rebound.
He stayed in the lane. Yeah, you got to take a step out of there.
Got to step out. He never cleared the lane. And just when Jason Richardson was trying to change the momentum offensively, it's a little bad luck.
Because right now the lead is 11. With that three, it would have been 8. No basket. It's confirmed. Clearing violation on Henry Sims in Tri-State.
Look at the camera work from our guys.
Hey, they're on it.
They're on it. Love it.
Obviously, Tri-State and Dr. J and his squad doesn't like it.
I see Corey Brewer on the other side of the floor giving my old player Jerry Stackhouse some love.
Head coach at Vanderbilt here in Nashville.
Yep, he was.
Hey, remember our years in Dallas, man? You had Stack and you were head coach.
Yeah, and now he's an assistant coach with Steve Kerr at Golden State.
There you go.
Oh, yeah, Stackhouse was my sixth man.
Yep.
He wanted me to start him, but I told him, no, you're better coming off the bench. I'll get you all the shots you want.
That guy was such a bulldog for that squad. You want to talk about veteran leadership, big shots. He did it all.
He and Dirk Nowitzki? Oh, man. Yes.
Everybody clear out the way. That's the lip. Yeah, same thing.
A lot of discussion about the possession before that clearing violation, too. So,
yep, this is
one of those games, especially when you're in the playoffs. You're like, come on, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Violation on Sims if he got out or he didn't get out. Offensive rebound or defense. Because he's complaining that it was an offensive rebound.
So they want to take another look at it again. If it was an offensive rebound, let's see. Did it hit the rim at all? Okay, that one did. Did they have possession? Okay, so now Bivouac had possession. Boom. Yeah, I think that still should be clearing. It's just clearing. Yeah, it wasn't an offensive rebound there, so it's no basket. So here we go. Let's play. 11-point lead for Bivouac.
I think in that situation, that replay should have taken no more than a minute or two.
Green, got it. Bivouac, 9 points away from victory in their first appearance in the Big 3 championship game.
Gerald Green's a different player this week, man. When you go scoreless in week 8, he had 2 points in week 7. And
Murph, he'll go to the line, shooting the and one.
Oh, Gary wanted to bring the fire on.
He wanted to. But you can't do it on the made bucket like that. So here's Murph. No good. Brewer the rebound.
Very key, boxing out on the free throw line.
Brewer back inside, missed it.
We'll see if they can continue to do a really good job defensively on Murphy.
Carter lays it in off the air ball. Bivouac now 7 points away from victory.
Yeah, looked like here Murphy thought he got fouled, off balance. But again, it just seems like Bivouac is always in the right place at the right time, consistently.
Here comes Jalen Johnson and Garland Green. And look here, I mean, you got some franchises making their first appearance here to the championship game here. Here's Sims in our 7th season.
Yep.
Kisses it off the glass.
And Brian, our next game with the Enemies in Threes company, both of those teams have had at least one appearance in the finals. Enemies won the championship, and Threes Company's 0-1. But right, we got some new blood going into the finals this year.
Here's Garland Green. Kick out to Jalen Johnson.
Look at the extra pass. They're making
Corey
the right
Brewer.
play.
Corey Brewer splash. I'm telling you, that man is the MVP of the league this season. What he's done for Bivouac. Almost, and he almost came up with a steal.
See, when that ball is like a hot potato and players are playing unselfish, not even dribbling the ball. Watch this next pass here, Garland Green to Brewer. Short closeout. You got to close out to the touch on Brewer at the three-point line. And it's not just the stats about MVP, it's the eye test.
Yes.
We got a front row seat here. We could see him. Look at the hustle.
Look at this. And he ties up Henry Sims. This guy is instant energy and production. Jay Rich will inbound. Here's Murphy. Too strong.
Now,
oh, look at it behind the back dime by Jay Rich to Henry Sims.
Magnificent pass by Jason Richardson. That's when you really have a good feel for the game. You've played a lot of basketball over your career.
Garland Green to Brewer for three. Green. Shot blocked. Kevin Murphy with the follow-up. 10-point lead. Now with a 4, Bivouac can win it.
But if I'm Bivouac, I would not even think about a 4-point shot right now. Try to get the ball to the basket in the paint.
Like that, Corey Brewer.
If I continue to have this great analysis, I may have to come out of retirement and coach a Big 3 team next year. What do you think about that?
I know they'll win. Murph. Corey Brewer knocking on 20 points. This is game point. He's got 19.
Brewer's going to try to isolate here on the right side.
Riding the MVP. Brewer for the win. No. Jay Rich to follow.
I would take a timeout if I'm Gary Payton.
And that's exactly what GP's going to do. He wants to draw something up.
Yep.
His team is up 8. They are 2 points away from victory in their first appearance to the Big 3 championship.
Because he wants to settle his team now, and they started going one-on-one a little bit too much. But look at this Corey Brewer, man. You talking about it. The MVP, we've talked about it over and over again. There's the steal. But not only a steal, but he's so unselfish. Puts pressure on the defense, second jump, offensive rebound. Dashes to the basket. If you don't close out properly against him, he's going to make you pay the price.
He's got 19 and 6. His team is the #1 seed.
Yep.
And they're 2 points away from the championship game. Brewer drives. Brewer knocked away. Here's Jay Rich with it. Murph from the corner. Nothing. Garland Green. Game. Bivouac. They're headed to the Big 3 championship. The top seed is making their first appearance in the Big 3 championship game in Boston.
Every loose ball, it's like Bivouac has glue on their hands because they hit every single one of those. You don't have to take it back. Ball didn't hit the rim. Right place at the right time for the best rebounder in the Big 3, Garland Green.
Well, let's hear from the MVP of the league, Corey Brewer. He's with style.
As he showed his love, I got it, bro. Everyone's calling you MVP. What got into you guys defensively in the second half?
That's what we do. All season long, defense has been our calling card. And tonight we proved why we're the number one team in the Big Three.
When the game is close or gets down the end, you change into a different guy. You're fine distributing, but late, you want that ball in your hands, right?
I want the ball. Last two possessions, I feel like I got fouled. They didn't call it. It's okay. Had to make a defensive play at the end, made them shoot every ball, we win the game.
Final push for your MVP and Defensive Player of the Year. Go ahead.
Come on. Everybody's been watching the game all year. You know, we're 8-1. I lead the lead in steals. I lead the lead in blocks. Top 3 in field goals. Top 3 in points. I don't know what else I can do. Oh, number 2 in rebounds. I don't know what else I can do. I don't know what else is the MVP. I'm the MVP. Everybody knows it. And the Defensive Player of the Year.
The mic drop moment. I'll see you in Boston.
Yes, sir. Let's go. See you, Boston.
I said what I said is what Corey Brewer just
hesitate.
Here's the shot of the game is presented by Hyundai and the MVP, Corey Brewer.
Little spin move there, little twisty, shifty. Fake you one way, and I got you on the other side. When you got it going like Corey Brewer, man, you talking about a mic drop.
Yes, it is. And look, India, take pictures with the fans. When we come back, who will face Bivouac in the championship game? We'll find out in the Big 3 playoffs here in Nashville.